Ultimately, companies have realized for a long time that data is the new oil. We heard that for a while. That was a buzzword. And I think reality is it's always been the case. I mean, industries got created by building databases with the yellow pages and even online shopping and catalogs, and Amazon.com is just a huge database of products in a marketplace. So I think that companies now have the tools and capabilities to monetize that data, and that's part of what the cloud is, and I think that's going to continue to be the focus of CIOs, is how do they leverage that internal data to create actual business insight and not just business data. I think now we have all the tools available. We can take the data that exists in a whole bunch of disparate formats and start to ingest it into a platform. I think some of those things can be buzzwords, right? Like AI and machine learning and all these things, but that's part of what the cloud does. And the fact that we can spin up a whole bunch of compute really fast and try to process this stuff, I would just encourage people to experiment, just try some things. And I think that's what you gotta get out there a little bit. I think there's a ton of smart people out in the industry, and I think ultimately the tools are there, the capabilities are there. We just gotta start experimenting and be willing to fail fast and just try some things out. I think it's a couple things. I think number one is the data is still important, and I think there's a lot of progress being made, but two, I think it's security. I think we have to think about, now it's the security of the data, what are we going to do with it, who should have access to it, and all of the other important things that come with, who do we trust, how do we trust them, and especially that extends to partners. Now we have GDPR, we have data privacy, and so there's so many more questions that need to be asked. And the cloud is so powerful in the sense that you can push data around and use the compute power and the elasticity and scale it, but now we have to ask ourselves, what's the security that we're concerned about around all of that information and how it's used. We've seen Uber take over the transportation industry, and I think those are the types of transformations that are going to happen, and I think it's going to happen in all layers of the industry. People are going to have to figure out how to automate, how to make things electronic, how to improve time on task, for ultimately just human productivity. And so innovation is going to be the key thing. And I think cloud, I do believe that cloud can help with that. I also think that some of the new collaboration software and just being able to collaborate within your organization is going to be absolutely critical to that as well.